Everybody, today I want to talk about the New York Color Individualeyes limited edition Super Chica eye palette. It's a little weird for me to say that, Super Chica. Now, it stood out to me when I saw this red. How often do you see a red like this in drugstores? Like never. Especially for this price. This is a $4.99 palette that gives you a primer, an illuminator, and foreshadows. Now, NYC color, New York color, isn't always the best in terms of pigmentation, and they tend to be a little bit powdery, but this product, and I have a few of these Individualeyes, tend to really deliver on a lot of what they show you in the palette. So you get the sponge applicator, but I don't recommend using it. I never do. And the one thing I don't like is that when you use the shadows, make sure you cover your primers, otherwise they're going to get all dusty and you're going to get the pigmentation in there and it's going to taint the shade a little bit. Now your primer, what you do with this is you would apply it to your lid, and I'm going to show you all the shades over their primer. So you'd apply it to your lid, similar to this but a lot nicer. Now your illuminator, what you do with that is you apply it to under your brow, like right there, and you can dab on this golden shade and it really helps you look a little bit more illuminated. I'm going to show you that kind of like a little side here. Let me just do that first. So you have your illuminator on already, and then if you apply your gold, it really just makes it a little bit shimmery gold. It looks pretty. I mean, you can even use it over here if you'd like that goldish shade. Now let me show you the regular swatches over their primer. So we start with the gold, and it's just a really shimmery shade. I mean, this is just, I mean, it's not supposed to be too pigmented. You want that to be your highlighter shade. You want that to be your shade that you just kind of blend and soften things out with. Then the second shade we have is a really rich blue. And especially when applied over primer, it's really a wow shade. Honestly, it's a really bright blue. I mean, Superman blue. I mean, when they say Super Chica, they mean Super Chica. Now, even from just doing this, I'm getting powder everywhere. And the next one we have is our red, and I thought that this would be sheer, I thought that this would be powdery, but it really was not. It was decently pigmented. Decent pigment for a drugstore, especially if you just pat it onto your lid. You're gonna get a lot of color. Don't use a fluffy brush, because if you do, you're gonna have pigment everywhere. You're gonna have a lot of fallout. Use a dense brush. And then the last but not least, we have the matte black, and this also performed well for drugstore. Wait, I'm off of the primer. There you go. When you're on the primer, do you see the difference between no primer, primer, no primer, primer? Very big difference. So when you apply these shades, please do so over your primer or your illuminator. Now, if you use the black over the illuminator, you're also going to get a really interesting shade. Let me show you that. So here's your illuminator, and here's your black. And you're going to get almost an illuminated gray. So no matter what matte shade you put over that, it's definitely going to change it a little bit. It's going to be more interesting. Now, my biggest complaint with this is, while I love all of the shades, I really do, the look they have in the back, I tried to do it, and I didn't find it too attractive. And I know aesthetics is, you know, everybody has their own idea of what beauty is and what looks are pretty. But me, I didn't find it too aesthetically pleasing. I feel like what would look best is if you use maybe one color or even two of the shades, but not all of them. For example, do maybe blue on your lid, blend it up to your brow with some gold, and then maybe some black on the outer V, or even red, black, gold, black, red, gold. I just feel like when you combine the red and the blue, it just starts looking just, maybe it's just me, I can't get it to work right. Like, maybe it just doesn't look right for me. I did try to blend them together in the crease, and it formed like a purpley shade, and that made me happy. So I guess it's all about personal preference, but definitely if you are into the brighter, bolder shades and you've been looking for a drugstore red, definitely pick up this product because it is limited edition. I believe it's the winter holiday New Year's product, because it has like a little masquerade face. Makes me feel very like New Year's-y. $4.99, you can't go wrong. You get 4 shadows, an illuminator, and a primer, and the only thing you would really need to pick up with this product would be a dense brush, and you can get one from e.l.f. at Target for like $1. So maybe $5.99 investment, and you get some pretty bold colors. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy the picture swatches, and please follow me on Instagram. I'm Recycled Stardust.